Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian, and we are here to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm going to be talking a little bit in code today because if you watch my channel and you watch my live, yes.
Is the plane going down? Are we gonna die? Why are you saying I'm sorry?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian. You can call me Lindsay, and today we are going to be talking the Real Housewives of New Jersey because we just got some breaking news that we have to talk about. It's important. So before we get into it though, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on. I have a lot of great New Jersey content. I have been down and out for a week, but I am backing up, so expect to hear a lot from me. Turn your notifications on. I have a lot of tea and stuff to go over with you guys. Now, this is going to pertain to a specific post from all RHONJ facts. This is about an alleged Monica Chacon who allegedly had been working with federal investigators to nab the Judices. Okay. Now, people are wondering what are Joe and Melissa's affiliates with this. So I'm going to break all this down to you. I'm going to read it to you word for word so there's no miscommunication. And then we're going to discuss it in the comments. Okay. So get ready. Let's jump into this. Kim G's friend. Okay, remember, I'm an expert on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Not everyone can be an expert. There were two Kims in the very beginning. There was Kim D, who owned Posh, who is who you see now. She runs with the big boys. Okay, Kim D runs with the big boys. You will see her on David behind the velvet rope. I think she's doing meet and greets. She's got her store going. She's got a fashion show. She's a busy woman, okay? Then we had Kim G. Kim G had a son that was the same age as Caroline's son. They were good friends. She had a lot of money. She had FU money. You guys don't want to talk about. She had FU money. I remember she had a nice Bentley. I remember that they would always show when she would come up to the brownstone and they would do valet parking. So that's important to remember in this. There's Kim G and Kim D. Do we know anything about Kim G too recently? Not a lot. I think that there was word that she had helped with Teresa's girls while she was away. I cannot say that for sure. Kim G sided with Danielle Staub when all of that shit transpired. So let's get into this though. Okay, so Kim G's friend, Monica, told Radar Online on July 30th, 2013, that she had been working with federal investigators over the past 4 years to nab the Judices. Monica was Kim G's guest at the Gorgas Christmas party in their home during season 3, episode 10. Do class attention. Do you all remember that? Do you remember the Christmas party that Melissa hosted? All the presents were supposed to go to the little children, and she wore a white dress. It almost looked like her wedding. And Kim G showed up with this woman, and Teresa was like, "Oh my gosh, like, we can't be around this woman. She's like trying to prosecute us or something." And so they asked her to leave on camera as well. Let me get into all of this, okay? So Monica was Kim G's guest at the Gorgas Christmas party in their home during season 3, episode 10. She introduced herself as the lawyer suing Teresa. She is the lawyer the Gorgas like to boast about kicking out of the party to appease Teresa. Teresa was upset that Monica was there in her brother's house because the two had a verbal altercation at the courthouse earlier that day. According to an insider, both Bravo and Melissa invited Monica to the party, although during the episode, Melissa denied knowing her. Really? Let me read that again. According to the insider, both Bravo and Melissa invited Monica to the party, although during the episode, Melissa denied even knowing her. Kim G did not invite me to Melissa's party, said Monica, who is outraged over having been set up for the public fallout. Quote, I went as Kim's guest after a producer of the Real Housewives of New Jersey invited me to a charity event, supposedly with the consent of the hostess, Melissa Gorga. I was also assured that Teresa would not be at the events since she and Melissa did not get along. Without getting into specifics, which are irrelevant at this point, Bravo should be ashamed of themselves for setting someone up who did not sign up to be part of the show or have a venue with which to defend myself. There are also 3 sides to every story, but as far as I knew, I was simply going as a guest to a charity event. It's unbelievable how everything unfolded. Melissa's Christmas party during season 3, episode 10. Melissa first claimed, I don't even know who the woman is, so why is she in my house? And then she surprised recognition when Kim G said to Melissa, say hi to Monica again. Melissa quickly regrouped and said, I think I met you at the fashion show. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's break this down. This is saying Monica allegedly had a lot to do with the Giudices and their federal case. And I've told you guys before, if you're one of my subscribers, I love to cover stories, especially as it pertains to the law. And I've told you guys before that if you have an indictment and you're going to court, there's a section, part of the discovery, and you're allowed to see everything that the state is presenting as evidence against you. And oftentimes that will be in drug cases, it would be controlled buys, if people set you up. All of that is going to be in your discovery. And regardless of whether they put their full government name on there, because sometimes they'll use words like informant, you pretty much know who it is. The date and the time and the amount and all of those things are in the paperwork. So it's very likely that Melissa and Joe knew that something fishy was going on with this girl. If she was working for 4 years with the feds, she worked with the feds for 4 years in New Jersey. Don't you think people would have been like ready? She would have been in like, what is it called, where you go into like hiding? You can't do that for 4 years in New Jersey, work with the feds, and then show up at a Giudice or a Gorga Christmas charity event. I mean, I know it is New Jersey, and politics and the mob and connections all run together in the same ties. I get all of that, but at the same time, you are being a rat because it's a lot different than saying if you work for the FBI and you're coming to enjoy the Christmas party, cool. Hey, there's so and so. He's a parole officer, for the 5th district, whatever. But when you have so and so that you're introducing as Monica Chacon as a lawyer, does she tell everyone she's an FBI informant too? No, she doesn't. She just says lawyer. So that's why people don't like informants, because they're sneaky. They don't tell you they're informants. Typically, if you're found out to be an informant, you're not going to be getting invited to Christmas parties, okay? You're going to be getting invited to sit downs. Teresa knows what I'm talking about. She watched The Godfather, so just saying. Anyways, Monica's saying, so allegedly Monica worked for 4 years to try to take them down. But what the point of part of this is, and again, all of it's coming from all RHONJ facts, is that Monica says production and Melissa invited her to the party. Now, again, Teresa had an altercation with this woman at the courthouse earlier that day before filming. So don't you think that if you have an altercation with somebody at the courthouse and shit's going crazy, and like you're in the middle of all of this, you're talking about it with your family, you're talking about it with people, likely you're going to go home and call your brother and be like, you remember Monica Chacon, and she's working up at the courthouse and we think she's like the feds and we saw her in the hallway, yada yada yada. And then meanwhile you've got Melissa on the other end telling producers to invite her. And then MG, not MG, sorry, Kim G. You got Kim G calling Melissa out, saying, "Oh, do you remember meeting? You remember meeting Monica?" Because Melissa was going to try to lie and put it all on production. This is the stuff that gets people in trouble. Here is Kim G's exact words to Melissa. Hey, say hi to Monica again. Whereas Melissa quickly responds and said, I think I met you at the fashion show. So Melissa was going to lie, put it all in production. MGK. Gosh, I cannot. Kim G calls her out and she has no choice but to say, oh, yes, I remember I met you at the fashion show. So that has just dropped on the internet. So much going on with the Real Housewives of New Jersey, guys. I've shared some really great content. Lots more where that came from. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm going to be going on Dana Wilkie tomorrow night, Tuesday. We're going to be filming a review on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We're staying up late. I don't usually do late lives, so this shall be interesting. I know that I saved some tea for you guys that will be exclusive. You know, Dana, she's always busy. She's working on exclusive stuff too. I don't know if I want to put this blind in this. I'm at 12 minutes. I'm going to put a blind item in here for you guys. Anyways. Most recent blind, well, it's not most recent now. I'm giving you a blind item from the Hollywood Crazy Days and Nights. This is going to be from March 3rd, which is Friday. The blind item says, apparently the husband of this housewife is now her manager and insists on all cash payable to him when she makes appearances. Not Joe Gorga. Read it again to you guys. Friday, March 3rd, blind item number 11. Apparently the husband of this housewife is now her manager. I have an idea. And insists on all cash payable to him when she makes appearances. And it's not Joe Gorga. Okay, we have a couple of options. For one, I think it's Dorito. If you're new to this channel, I call it Dorito as a term of endearment. It's not to be mean or hateful. I love Doritos. They're delicious. It's really just to be a term of endearment. So the reason why I think that it could be her is because of the fact that PK manages Boy George, right? And he's been managing him for years. There's been a lot of blind items that have, been answered that state the housewives don't like to film with Boy George. They feel a little uncomfortable around him, because he can a guy tie somebody up to a heater vent and like hold him kidnapped for a couple of days and not have everyone look at him crazy? But the network likes Boy George, allegedly, because of the fact that he's on like another show. It's a judging singing show. And therefore, it makes him look more family, more family if he is hanging out with family people like Dorit and PK and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So they like when PK and Dorit bring him on the show. The ladies do not. that becomes contentious. Now, if PK is managing Boy George and has been for years, don't you think that PK would be managing Dorit? Didn't he help her with her whole Beach Beverly line? She had a completely different name for her line. And then PK changed it to Beverly Beach. Do you guys remember that? Recently, I've seen some videos of Boy George. He's out singing his heart out on stage. And to join him, he'll bring Dorito out. And she'll take on a microphone, or she won't. She'll just wear a little black cat scoot and kind of scoot around the stage a little bit. She does a little pat the puss move, you know, that she learned from Erica. No, really, she's been getting on stage. So my assumption is PK is probably managers to both of them. And yeah, he's taking Dorit's money for like appearances, because Dorit probably keeps her paycheck. So he's probably taking money for the appearances. That would be my assumption. And then because again, you guys have to think about it. Like, these people get agents and then they have to pay a 20% agent fee. So yeah, they might have, okay, hypothetical, say they have $100,000 a year salary on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but they have to pay their agent 25%. Well, 25 grand is going to be going to their agent, right? So if you can make your husband your agent, then you're keeping that $25,000 within your household, regardless of whether it's your pocket or his pocket. It's kind of the same as the Kardashians, right? Why would the women pay somebody else if they can pay their mom and keep it in the family, right? So that's why that's not an uncommon thing to see. And I think that that's what we're going to be seeing from Dorit and PK. And my assumption will be that they will be using it for part of their storyline. Also, I posted a TMZ video of Erica talking about wanting Chrissy Teigen to join the show. Chrissy Teigen has been on that island too many times for me to want to watch her on my television. In fact, if I never heard the name Chrissy Teigen again, I would be totally okay with that. I have the zero. I won't watch her. I'm not watching Chrissy Teigen. I'm not. So that's that. And then also read a really great article. I talked about it on my Instagram again. Like I said, not repeating, not recycling, just letting some people know that aren't on those platforms. That, where was I going with that? We saw Erica out and about. Oh, that the ladies want Erica gone, and they're upset about the way that she is handling the earring situation. Partly for the fact that she was appealing the earrings, even though the money is towards the victims, going towards paying the victims. The ladies wanted to see her hand, the earrings over and help get the victims paid, but Erica has not done that, and she doesn't want to do it, and she's appealing it. So the ladies don't like that because of the fact that the money is going to the victims. That's what I think people are getting upset about, right? So Erica can deny all day long she didn't know. Okay, but now you do know. Now you do know that you spent millions of dollars of money that wasn't yours and it wasn't Tom's. And now these people need to be paid. So come off your earrings and help get these people paid. But what some people also fail to realize is our judicial system is so whacked that the trustees will get 40% of whatever the value of those earrings go for. The trustees in California will get 40%. They'll split it amongst whatever trustees, and then the rest will make it down the line to the victims. So the victims pay twice. They pay their fees to Tom and his business for getting the settlement, and then they get to pay the trustees for collecting it. So It's bullshit, to be honest. Just saying. Anyway, guys, again, I'm gonna be on Dana Wilkie Tuesday night after the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Make sure that you check it out. Make sure you hit the like button. It really makes a difference with my videos. And I hope you guys